The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Rams and the reigning AFC champs, and it's coming up next.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And away we go, here from San Diego. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, it's one of the games up. Passers, the top pick back in 2009. Still going strong, it's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. We're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throwing is Stafford on third. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Rams going to punt on fourth down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Punt meets him at the 28. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. Someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Cut out left. Dukes out a one-stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. He has the touchdown! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Butker with the extra point. And the Dragons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And the defense is all over. Big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Oh, and the rush is too much. He's taken down. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Finds his man Rice. This is ahead for about 5. Jared Verse on the tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
That one finds Xavier Worthy. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They've got a man in motion. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll run for it with Hall. Juke the defense. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Dragons get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Brees Hall with the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dragons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Here's 2nd and 11. Short pass brought in. Having gained about a handful there. Justin Reed with the tackle. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. They send a man in motion. Stafford now on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now hang on, we do have to stop here for something that nobody wants to see a week before the season. We've got an injured player there, and it's somebody they can ill afford to lose. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dragons push their lead to 21-zip already. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And things are really getting away from them, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Stafford from the gun. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. From the gun on 3rd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes their offense out again. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
2nd and 10 now. Catch is made down the right sideline. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. New set of downs for him from the 46. From the gun, it's Hall. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 46-yard line.
Here's Hall once more. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Here we go, third and less than a yard. They go right back to Hall. And they take him down right along the 30. Trying to work quickly now. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Vacates quickly left side. And in for the touchdown. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again. Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Out come the Rams on offense. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Straight ahead with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Dragons will take over at the start of the next quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. It's an early runaway. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and this home crowd excited as their guys have possession. They have it following that interception on the final play of the first quarter. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. Mahomes running his guys in the hurry-up. Give on second to Hall. Broke through the tackle, and he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 16. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Looking to throw Mahomes. Hall there to haul it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal. Hall will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Offense working quickly.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
He was downfield in a hurry, hoping to help with the play, but that effort cost some points as the penalty wipes out that touchdown. Touchdown! And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? That one right down the middle. And the Dragons continue piling on to this lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Rams headed out to the field now. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. On first down, here's Stafford. Throw reeled in by Whittington. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Stafford now on first down. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Options are open here. It's second and inches. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Kupp on the catch. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now Stafford again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Working inside the red zone. This throw is cupped. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps in at the 3-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it second and goal. Shotgun snap to Stafford. It's taken in by Williams. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. So now, here's third and goal. Stafford now against the blitz. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete. On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on fourth down. A very short kick here from the right hash.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return coming from the 6. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Dragons and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. All right, here we go. Second down. Hall running between the tackles. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up first down. Here's Hall on the give. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Jared Verse on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that'll give him a first down.
That's good for a San Diego first down.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught, Ferguson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they're going to have a first down. It's Hall on the carry. Delivers a spin move, and the ball's knocked free. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, that's just can't.
While a new offense preps it.
After review of the
So the
play,
nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. They run, here's Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. He has the touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons continue adding on to that lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They fake the handoff now, Stafford. Finds a seam down the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now, Stafford. Throw complete to Williams. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Just 4 seconds left, Brock. Only time for one play, and it's going to be a field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Slides kick is up and good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. One last play before the break. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. Well, 2 quarters left, Brock, for starters and backups alike to get tuned up before week 1. The second half of our preseason finale is underway. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Dragons are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. 4 of them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running this with Hall. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on first. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives them the first. Slot man motioned over. First down, and they go right back to him. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now pass play. Here's Mahomes. He's on the move. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
3rd down. It's Mahomes. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. On to try the field goal. Harrison Butker. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Up the gut they go with Williams. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Escapes a defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. The Dragons returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he has done all that they've asked for him, shouldering the weight of this offense, got his 100-yard game. He's reached the end zone for him as well, Brock. Just really put together a performance he can be proud of. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
This is Hall. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now it's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Able to hit Hall, complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Here's Hall. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st. Motioning the tight end now. On the counter, Hall. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
Offense in the hurry up now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 19-yard line.
From the 19. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he's brought down after a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Throwing is Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
That's another.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Quick throw left side, complete. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. To the air, Mahomes. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, you got a 1st down here. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Mahomes.
At the 2-yard line.
The bat's got it. And in for the touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This offense ready to get going again now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Dragons add a great return to that turnover before they're finally stopped.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. While you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase them.
And he runs it across, touchdown! The Dragons parlay the interception into points. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His third total score this game. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons tack on 7 more to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To throw, Stafford. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Thankfully, only... Second and 6 coming up here. First throw for the backup now. And they've got him behind the line for a big look.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now this offense getting set to work. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. And he'll get it up to the 27. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. On target to Worthy. And he reaches the 35 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Carter here from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up second and 3.
Carter again. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves them with 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. Hauled in by Worthy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Carter up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We're going to get a pause here. Offense taking a timeout. They run it again with Carter. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Throw is there for Sky Moore. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
On 4th down, Wilson. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hooker will look to throw. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hooker to throw. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Has it at the 37. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Back out runs their offense. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Wilson moving fast here. From the 46. That one's cut along the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Lucky to still even have a shot to score here as they set up now 2nd and goal. Trying again following the sack. Wiley hulls it in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Wilson now from the gun. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. The He's running them out of the building. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The offense headed back to the field. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. He's on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Now Hooker. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. To throw is Hooker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Hooker set to pass. Catch made by Allen. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Now this offense ready to head back out. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's incomplete left side.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Now an inside give to Carter. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly for his offense to get a 1st down.
Shotgun handoff to Carter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
That's good. 4-8.
Running it with Carter. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Into a crowd and, intercepted. And the Rams have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career. To throw, Hooker. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now here's Hooker. Trying to push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Hooker. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Rams are set to punt. and Evans, the one to kick it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. First down, ball at the 36.
Go, take it to the house.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Jones reels it in. And that will not be enough for a first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Wilson on third down. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot of confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1.